What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Creating Character podcast. I'm James Willems, your host, and we're here every single week talking about the crossroads of our lives. My co-host, Scorpio Sky.
I'm here.
You're here as well.
My name is Scorpio Sky. I'm introducing myself this week.
Yes, now for the last whatever 15 weeks they've been like, who is that guy with James? We just don't know. We're the official counter programming podcast to your favorite wrestling podcast.
That's what we should have called it. That's what we should have called it.
The official counter programming podcast.
I like that. Yeah.
Try and say
it one time normal speed.
The official counter programming podcast to your favorite wrestling podcast.
There it is.
Woo!
And of course, as always, we are joined by our producer, Eric Manor.
Well, boys, rough start for this one. James, you really got to tighten up, buddy. I know you're maybe new to this, but I believe in you. I think that you have the ability. I think you got the chops to be a real host.
So let me tell you,
got what it takes.
Okay,
man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I also think you could someday be a great producer.
Hey, what the? Hey,
because as we were counting, Eric started doing this thing where he counts down the intro to the episodes, but as opposed to what every other director or whatever, he counts all the way down from 5 to 0, then says action, as opposed to the to 3 and then silently to the 2, 1. Right? He just goes the whole way. So we both need to learn, I guess.
That's good.
He started going into the negatives too. He goes action, -1, -2, -3. We're kind of we had a guest on last week. We talked to Shane Haste, which is awesome. Super. We definitely want to have him back. So this is definitely a more open episode, kind of a check-in episode to see where things are at, or see where things are going.
And that is code for we didn't prep shit.
Well, hold on.
We're just flying by the seat of our pants.
I think it's more that sometimes things don't always happen that are remarkable in our lives.
No, we need a check-in episode.
I think this is a good check-in episode to see where things are going and see how things are feeling. And we always find something to talk about anyway. That's kind of the genesis of this podcast is what is wrong with me?
What are you? We're already there.
Sky, please.
At some point, we're going to get through one episode without a Sly Stallone impression. At some point.
No way.
Should we just end it now? Or
Thanks for watching.
This is episode 14, by the way, I believe.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're 14 in. If this was a Netflix show, we'd be on season 2 by now, I think.
Yeah, well, there would have been 1.5 to 3 years between the 2 seasons, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that what we just did with the first show and then this show?
That's a different show.
We don't talk about that show.
It's a different show because that show is still ongoing.
It's important. It was never canceled. That show is still consistent.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the next season to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of these days, we should just have an episode and call it, what a week or something. I don't know. It's like a continuation.
There'd be 200 people that go, yeah.
How many people are skipping now? They're skipping, when are they going to start talking about something? Good Lord.
This is our Infinity War. Yeah. You look comfy.
I'm in my comfies this week.
Okay.
I am heading straight to the airport the moment the red light goes off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's why you're trying to rush through this episode.
Yeah. I gotta go. And it's LAX.
Oh man.
The worst airport in America.
That is one of George, I think Atlanta's pretty bad too. But
I go through Atlanta and I don't go through as much from staying there. I'll have layovers there. So I can't speak for anything other than a layover. I understand there's trains though and stuff, which makes it a little bit easier. LAX, man, I swear whoever designed that city or that airport, must not have thought this Los Angeles thing was going to take off.
No.
Because it's the small town airport in just the most busy area possible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's all one circle. It's very congested. None of it is efficient. And then they tried to make it a little bit more efficient by oh, now if you're going to take an Uber, you got to take a 40-minute bus over to an offsite place and then wait with 300 other people all trying to get a ride share. It's crazy, man. I hate it. But yeah, I'm heading there right after this. That's why I'm in my comfies.
Nice.
Flying to Glasgow, Scotland. It's going to be a 15-hour trip.
That's
that's
wild.
one way.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Have you been to Scotland before?
Yeah, I went to Edinburgh back in Ring of Honor. So I haven't been since I've been with AEW.
That's pretty cool. I've never been to Scotland. I'd always like to go.
Well, it's going to be a very quick trip. I don't think I'm going to see
You're
much
not
of
going
it.
to stop and explore the countryside and buy a kilt. No,
No, I should get a kilt though. That would be cool.
that would
But
be cool.
no. I'm going to land. I'm going to land tomorrow and try to maybe get a workout in and go to bed. And then we've got TV on Wednesday, and then I'll be back on Thursday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Do you were saying before that this kind of came about, not super quick, but you didn't have too much. It's not like you had months to prepare. Obviously, when you
No.
plan a vacation, you have months to prepare and mentally plan your stuff. So this came on pretty quick, and you were gonna just like take it easy this week.
Yeah, well, so I was at Collision last week in Cincinnati, and they asked, they said, we're gonna give you a little promo time, and I was like, all right, cool. And I'm like, what should I talk about? And I thought, you know what? I kind of want to look like a tough guy. Why don't I call out the Callis family for a fight?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, where are we next week? Glasgow, Scotland. I don't really want to go to Glasgow, Scotland, but I don't want to look like a punk either. So I'm like, hey, if you guys want to fight next week, Glasgow, Scotland. And then they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And I was like, oh crap, now I have to go.
This is so wild to me that this is how it happened, is that they said, hey, just cut a promo. And you're like, next week, I'll be in Scotland and you better be there too. And then they were like, well, he said it into the camera, so I guess that's it.
They didn't want to look like
done.
a punk either.
Yeah.
So we're just staring at each other like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Probably neither one of us wanting to go. And we're like, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there first. Well, I'll be there first.
I'll stay longer.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll stay longer. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea that was a process that would actually work. You need to get some promo time and be like, Hangman Page, I'm taking that belt off you next week.
Maybe yeah.
You just do it.
But then I have to face him.
Yeah, do it. What is it? But then I have to face him. Yeah, that's the goal, right? Like the goal is to win championships.
This is true. You're right.
Right?
You're right. You are right.
I think we have broken into a different phase of your career where
Trying
you go,
to figure it out.
You're like, hold on a minute. If I challenge the champion, he might say yes.
Yeah.
That's actually a great gimmick, though. I kind of love that.
I don't know if I want to. Yeah. I'd rather an easier challenge.
Yeah. He flips over the top rope and then clotheslines.
That's scary.
It's scary.
That's really scary. It's hard to. How do you evade that?
I think you could duck. You could, if you see him rolling to the apron, you could not. Can we do a whole episode where we talk about like actual ways to counter wrestling
That would be fun.
moves?
That would be
Like,
fun.
What would you do in this scenario? He's
Yeah.
on the top rope.
It's like
Roll away.
it's like The Rock is squared up and he's gonna wait for me to turn around. So I'm just not gonna.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna not turn around.
Yeah.
So he can't throw my arm over and rock bottom me.
Wow, that's incredible.
Hey, how has it been? Like, you're flying across the world now. We started this podcast. You said, hey, here's kind of where I'm at with life. A few episodes in, hey, come back to TV. You've been on TV. You've got a bunch of promo time. You've been in the ring. You're flying across to Scotland now for this stuff. How does it feel being back? Like, you have some weeks under your belt now. Where,
Yeah.
like, you're back in like the swing of things. How does it feel being back sort of in the swing of things and in the mix?
I'm tired. No, to be honest, like I remember specifically early in this show saying I need to get busy.
Yeah.
And man, beware what you ask for. I like it though. I'm not complaining. But like specifically just recently I've been so busy with being on the road a lot, and I'm only home a couple days and I'm going to film here and that sort of thing. So I haven't really been able to eat the way I like to eat as far as healthy. I haven't been able to work out the way I like to work out. And I definitely feel it in my energy levels. I'm just kind of dragging a little bit more lately. So I was, definitely in need of like a reset. So when I get back from this trip, I don't even know how many days I'll have home because we're going to go to Philadelphia after, but I'm definitely going to like reset, make sure I eat well and that sort of thing, and get back in the gym before the next trip best way I can, because I don't know how the eating is going to go. I don't remember how the food is out there. I'm just assuming it's not going to be good.
Haggis. It's mostly haggis and blood sausage and
Yummy.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Hey, I do have a little update though, as far as on the road. Some things have happened once we've been on the road. So earlier on the show as well, I told a story about the Von Erichs.
Right.
And I just, to sum it up really quick, one of them was talking to me. He was saying like, hey, I've seen your stuff in Japan. And I was like, oh, in my head, I'm like, I only went to Japan one time. It was a long time ago. There's no way he saw this
Maybe
stuff.
he saw it.
And, and it turns out I thought like, oh, he thinks I'm Ricochet.
Yeah.
It turns out it was me.
It was you?
Yeah, we're
No
talking
way.
backstage. And he's like, yeah, no, man, like, I'm sorry. He was like apologizing. He's like, I saw this video and I thought it was in Japan. He's like, you're wearing a green and black outfit and a mask. And I was like, holy, I knew exactly what video he's talking about. It's actually on YouTube. There's one match from that tour that's on YouTube that I know of. And it was from Osaka Pro. And absolutely, it was me. And I was like, holy cow. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh man, I told this story. Like, I'm just like saying, oh yeah, this guy didn't even know who I was or whatever. But like, and I felt so bad. I just kept apologizing. Like, I got to do an update. Let everybody know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the only person who I think comes out of this looking bad is Ricochet. Because they still don't know who he is. We've clearly established they still don't know who he is. That's awesome, though. That's great. I mean, I think there's a fun takeaway from this is that you maybe were so overly humble about your own accomplishments that you couldn't have imagined that they would have seen this thing. But they actually were like, no, we saw it. It left an impact on us. And
overly humble is a great way to describe me.
Yeah, right.
Overly humble.
I was thinking that until you said that and made that face and smiled the way you're smiling right now. And now I'm realizing, no, I don't think so.
Overly humble, Scorpio Sky. That's how I'm going to start introducing myself on these shows. Yeah.
You should
Hello, I'm Scorpio Sky, and I'm overly humble.
We'll just get Justin Roberts to call you out as overly humble.
Arcady. That's
and then you come out to fireworks and pyro and stuff like that, your music, but you're going, no. Like you're just telling me, no, I couldn't possibly.
Stop.
You come up from the elevator entrance. No, I couldn't
The old
possibly.
Cody thing?
The old Cody, well, the current Cody, the
Does he
always
still use
Cody
that?
thing. He definitely still comes out of elevators sometimes.
Yeah. For like the big shows.
Yeah.
Big shows. Do you remember anything from that trip to Japan? I just looked it up, and it's you and Scott Lost.
Yeah.
Who recently got an email from our editor Steve saying, "Hey, here's the edit for this episode." And
that's right. I wonder if he said anything about it. Yeah, Scott Lost and we went. That was fun.
It says August 2004 is when you were there. Do you remember anything from that trip?
Yeah, it sounds about right. I was like a year in at that time. So I was like really young. I still wore a mask, obviously. It's actually on that tour where I decided to lose the mask because I was always joking around backstage and making facial expressions, yada, yada, yada. And a couple of wrestlers, I think one of them, his name was Tiger's Mask. And maybe Billy Kid. They pulled me aside before one of the shows and they said like, please, no more mask. And they were just kind of describing like, you have a good face. At the time I did. Much less scars back
Overly
then.
humble right now.
Less crooked. Yeah, they said, you have a good face. You make good facial expressions. Don't wear the mask anymore. And so that was when I kind of decided like, all right, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And I think around a year or so later, I ended up taking the mask off. But yeah, I mean, it was a really cool tour. We stayed with a wrestler named Ebisan for half of the tour at his house. And he's hilarious, still friend to this day, hilarious guy. He's like a comedy wrestler. I think his name now is Kikutaro. At the time, he was Ebisan. And we stayed the other time at like the apartment that they have for wrestlers. And it's funny because when we first got there to the apartment, there was a wrestler. I think what was his name? Pero was his name.
Okay.
And so he shows us our room and he shows us a box of Kleenex. And he gives one to myself and he gives one to Scott Lost. And then he walks us to the kitchen and he opens the kitchen cabinets and it's just stacks of XXX videos.
Okay, perfect.
In the kitchen, in the cabinets. And then he shows us like the refrigerator and that sort of thing. And then, you know, gestures to the assortment of videos again. And then goes back to our room and he says, okay, thank you. And he closes the door. And then Scott and I are like, oh, okay, well, it was weird. We hear a knock maybe a minute or two later, and he gives us another box of Kleenex just in case we needed
Just
another.
in case.
We're like, what do they think of Americans
Yeah,
out
I know.
here? So yeah, I mean that was
interesting, definitely. And I like that this is 1 year into your
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
maybe this is my future. And like, would you like another box of Kleenex, sir? And you're like,
One night he came to us before he was going to go out, and he say tonight I go out bar. We're like, oh, okay, cool, man, have fun. And he says maybe not come back.
okay.
We're like,
yeah.
okay, like ever? Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah. This is my last night.
yeah.
Wow,
So, yeah,
that's awesome.
That was a fun trip, man. That was a lot of fun. That was I think my first like real away trip, and I was broke. I had no money. I thought I was going to get paid like as we go, and it turned out we were going to get paid like halfway through the trip. So like I blew whatever little money I had early in the trip, and Scott lost the good dude he was, and we actually weren't even that close yet at the time. I was like a year in, so we didn't know each other, but he hooked me up, man. Like up until I got my first paycheck, he paid for every meal, anything we needed to do, he covered for me. And I just think that was a really, really cool, thoughtful thing for him to do that he didn't have to do, you know, and it was just like so nice, and we really bonded on that trip. And Scott Lost is a guy that I always say everyone should go look up. If you're a wrestler, go look at Scott Lost, because he stopped wrestling in 2010, but he was doing things in 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10 that people are now doing. Like he was so far ahead of his time. He was really innovative. He was very technical, and he was so good. Go look at PWG and watch some Scott Lost matches, man. He was awesome.
That's awesome. A great wrestler and a good person is always like
Good
the
person.
best.
I did pay him back.
You
I
paid
did
him back. How
yes.
long was this tour?
It was about a month.
Okay,
a little over
yeah.
a month.
Yeah,
I think So,
enough
yeah.
time to starve.
Enough time to
sure.
starve for sure. So we got paid like I think 2 or 3 weeks in. So like, and I blew my money immediately. I had enough like money for maybe a couple of days.
Yeah,
and because I think I just dropped out of college, and was like, I'm gonna chase this wrestling thing, and yeah. So I didn't have any money.
Wow.
It was a cool thing.
That's
for him
awesome.
to do.
That's awesome. Hey, it makes a great story now that you can talk about.
Yeah.
As you go to Scotland and eat have tons of money for all the food that you're not interested in eating there.
Maybe not. We'll see. I don't know.
I'm curious, what made you, I don't think we've talked about it. What made you decide to wear a mask? We've talked about like how you viewed yourself as a wrestler when you were young and stuff, but as you're starting out, the idea of wearing a mask, the option was offered to me when I started training again, because it was like, if you don't want to tie this up with your life, like your public life, but you still want to do it, maybe you wear a mask. But I think it's interesting starting out and thinking like, oh, I want to be a masked wrestler.
Yeah. It really wasn't my idea, actually. I did most of my training at a school called, there was a wrestling company in Southern California at the time called Revolution Pro. And they had a training facility called, I say facility, they had a school called the Rudo's Dojo. And the company was very lucha libre Japanese wrestling based.
Gotcha.
American wrestling was kind of like the third part of it. And because of that, there were a lot of wrestlers, or I would say, dare I say, most wrestlers there wore masks. And so when it was getting time for me to debut, my trainer, Ron Rivera, he said, why don't we start you with a mask? And then you can always lose it later. And so I actually originally started under a different character called Gallinero Tres. And that was also under a mask. And then after 2 or 3 months of doing that, then I debuted as Scorpio Sky under the mask. So it was just, there was always the idea of start with a mask and then eventually lose it.
Yeah, but it allowed you to that experimentation time as you find yourself, as opposed to associating whatever brand you may have for yourself as a great wrestler with you learning the ropes.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because, you know, when you mess something up and you get embarrassed and you feel like you can want to crawl into a hole, you got that mask on. So you're just like, it feels a little bit better. You know, it still sucks, but it feels a little bit better.
It's such a small thing. Anytime I watch masked wrestlers, I'm like, are you just underneath that thing just like especially the full face ones. I see like Beast Mordos and like Hologram, and I'm like, are you guys just gasping for air?
I had a full face mask. I had mesh over my mouth, which helped. But I had a couple of masks that still had like a mouthpiece to it. So you definitely feel a difference in breathing. Yeah. Like I noticed that once I stopped wearing it. And like it definitely will, and it gets hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
But it's cool, man. Like, I don't know. I would always have dreams though, where I would walk through the curtain and forgot my mask. I was always having that dream when I was back then. Yeah. It was like it always, for whatever happened, like I always had that dream. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I had my mask slip off during a match once though. And I had to like cover my face and everything. Like there's always those worries about that.
Yeah.
Cause I tried to be very respectful of the art of the mask and like the tradition and you know, trying not to let fans see me without the mask and that sort of thing. Cause it would have been very easy to spot me.
Yeah.
Right. There's not too many guys my size, black guys. So if they saw me just, you know, walking around, they would have known like, I'm pretty sure that's him.
Got him.
Especially I had a teammate at the time and he was like my size and he was like a white guy. And so like, it's funny. We would joke around about like, yeah, if they see us walking around with our masks, like they're going to know.
It's you.
We are. Yeah, it's them. That's totally them for sure.
There's a clip I saw recently. There's a documentary either coming out or it came out about WrestleMania 9. And it's, I guess, one of the first times they had cameras filming the building up of the spectacle, right? So like Mark Calloway is walking around examining the ring and there's a camera on him. And it's so funny in the clips that I saw because every single time the camera goes up to one of the wrestlers, they're like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Are you revealing the business right now? Who are you? I don't know you. What are you doing?
That's interesting.
And there's a couple shots just in this one clip I saw of Taker just like he doesn't know if he can be Mark or Taker, but he's holding on to it so desperately. So that, like, he's just in the background of them filming other stuff, but he looks like a deer in the headlights.
That's so funny.
Like, and he keeps going to like mean and then like more normal and then like mean and normal. It's so funny watching him trying to calibrate
that was
how to
a cool
protect.
show in general. Like outdoors, Caesar's Palace.
I know the consensus is that it was a terrible WrestleMania, but for me, that is like one of the most iconic ones because it was Caesar's Palace outdoors. And I used to listen to them all scrambled, but that one was not scrambled at my home for the first 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Because normally there's like a pre-show and they go, and we're beginning now. Yep. And then that's the point where I would just be sitting there and I'd listening like an old radio
I did the scramble
play.
Too. Yeah.
And it didn't go.
Wow.
And it started. And I called I remember I was sitting next to the phone. I called my best friend. And I was like, Corey, it is not scrambled. Put it on. And he was like, oh my, I heard him scramble. And then so we're both like, oh my God. It's like, and then eventually at like 25 minutes, it went, and I was like,
but you got to see like probably Sean and Tatanka or something, right? That was like the first match.
We saw like the first match and it was just, but I was like, oh my gosh. And I had the visual too. Cause there's so many times where I'll see video or images from these WrestleManias or pay-per-views that I listen to and I go, oh, that's what the stage looked like.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know. You get like, I think there's blue in it or whatever.
I didn't know that was considered a bad WrestleMania.
I think it's generally considered a bad one. Because that's where like Hogan came back.
Hogan.
Yeah.
Right? The Hogan ending.
The Hogan ending. That's okay. That's why. And that's actually funny because I was thinking about that on the way here today. And how like there's that conflicting story where, you know, like Bret says that it was supposed to lead to Hogan and Bret at SummerSlam, which I believe because I've seen the photo where they're like face to face pulling for the belt. I saw that somewhere. And like there's like the Vince Hogan side where it's just like, oh no, that was never, you know, they said maybe whatever. But like I was thinking about how Like that would have been really cool if it actually happened. Like Bret and Hogan at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
That would have been huge.
Yeah.
It would have been big for Bret, and it would have been great for history
Yeah.
too. You know, and it's unfortunate that we didn't get to let that happen. That don't work for me, brother, type of stuff. You know?
Well, I love the idea of like who you gonna believe? Bret Hart, who almost is like too candid.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the man is almost too honest.
Yeah.
He just like says exactly what is in
Yeah.
his heart at all times.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Or Hogan and Vince.
Yeah, yeah. Do we believe Bret or the guy that was supposed to play bass for Metallica?
Well, I did say
Or the guy that body slammed Andre the Giant for the first time ever
Yeah.
at WrestleMania
Oh,
3.
right. Yeah.
The guy that was supposed to have the Foreman grill before George
Yeah,
Foreman.
yeah. The guy who wrestled 500 days a year. or
Yeah, the guy
whatever.
that wrestled 500 days a year. Yeah. Who do we believe?
I don't know. Tough.
What do you think that match would have been like Bret and Hogan at that time if they had done it?
I think it'd have been great.
Yeah, I think people would have been like, this was like Hogan's best match ever.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too on the way here, and actually I didn't think that, but yeah, you're right. It probably would have been Hogan's best match ever.
I don't think that Bret, in my mind, could never let someone bring him down
He
to
didn't
their
miss.
level. Which again, you see clips of Hogan wrestling in other places, like before he's older, and
Yeah, he
before
could go.
he's
Yeah.
he could go, he could tell a story like crazy. But Bret, I feel like always he brought people up to him,
Yeah.
and so I think we would have seen that.
You think sharpshooter finish?
Oof.
I was thinking
Maybe.
about that. Like, is it a sharpshooter
Hogan
finish?
would've lost?
Does
I don't-
Big?
I know he-
Hogan was supposed to lose
But I don't
for
think.
sure.
But
Right,
would he have?
right.
Would
That's
he
why
have
it didn't
tapped
happen.
out?
If Hogan was supposed to win, that match would have happened. That's the reason it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Would
I couldn't
Hogan
see him
have
tapping,
submitted as a
though.
babyface at that time?
No, I couldn't
Passing of
see
the
it.
torch, man. It's his finish, the sharpshooter. I think that's the way I'd have booked the finish.
Oh, for sure.
Sharpshooter. Or I mean, I guess it could have been a roll up too.
Mm-hmm.
Brett was great with his roll ups with
Well,
Piper
I'm just thinking
and
like
Diesel. And,
even what was it, Brett and Steve Austin. Like Steve Austin still he just collapsed,
yeah.
right? He didn't tap out,
Yeah.
So they were able to.
And in their
preserve
first match,
both
he did a roll up.
Yeah,
They did the Piper finish.
yeah. So
Yeah, so maybe it would have been a roll up. I could have
I
seen
think
that.
I agree with you that I think that a sharpshooter finish would have been great. I think it would have been symbolic
Lock it
of
in,
like
man.
tapping it out and passing the torch, but I don't think that would have happened.
Yeah,
if we're
probably
talking
not.
hypotheticals, sure.
In WCW, he did submit to, I think, the Scorpion Deathlock. He was a heel, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's unfortunate that didn't happen. It ended up pretty cool, obviously, because you got the whole chase where Yokozuna had the title for almost a year, and then Bret takes it from him at WrestleMania 10, which was cool. But like, I think they could have done Bret over Hogan at SummerSlam and then still, gotten to WrestleMania 10
Yeah.
and done Yokozuna, because Yokozuna still beat Bret.
Mhm.
Underhanded tactics, but
Yeah.
he still beat him, and they could have done a big rematch. I think that would have been interesting,
Yeah. That's the beauty of wrestling, is you can do whatever you want.
as long as it works
Well,
for you, brother.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think that if Bret beat Hogan, the rest of Hogan's career would have been him chasing Bret to try to get that win back.
Oh yeah. As soon
Like
as
the
Bret
rest
came
is-
in
you never would have heard the
'97,
end
yeah,
of
that would have been the match for sure. Yeah, Spring Stampede of Hogan.
Spring Stampede.
Yeah,
No
for
one
sure.
ever remembers, but he can't let it go.
Yeah, can't let
Yeah.
it, like the
Such
Warrior. Yeah,
Hogan way. Yeah.
the Warrior
Yeah.
match with Halloween Havoc later on.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Halloween Havoc, do you miss themed entrances like the Bash at the Beach
Yeah.
and Halloween Havoc, even in your house? Now we get basically it's like a bigger screen.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania, I guess, sometimes has certain, but most of the time
Yeah.
it's like, what is this premium event that's it's themed after Battle in a Castle? What is it? It's a big screen and the music is The Weekend.
Wasn't there a King of the Ring where they had the giant throne as an entrance? Or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
That rocks.
I thought AEW was doing it for a while. Remember,
Yeah.
didn't we have like
there was some poker chips. And
What was it? It was
stuff
like, yeah, it was
sometimes.
poker. Oh, those were cool.
Yeah.
Those were cool.
And
yeah.
then they had the beach one or something.
Yeah.
I remember they'd have like girls sitting up.
Fighter Fest or something like that. And then there was like
I'm not
beach
sure.
stuff.
They'd have like girls sitting up on beach chairs or whatever. And I remember it was funny because we did
like
one
that
in
part?
Jacksonville, and it was like a beach event, but it was like 50 degrees or something. It was like so cold.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We're just like, why is this a beach event? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Just some fun in the sun.
We were just like, oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you ever see that AEW commercial early on where I had like the surfboard?
No.
Oh, God.
No.
You saw that? It was like AEW as real as it gets. And like the director, I don't know who it was at the time, and so they were filming like a thing where it was like they wanted to show like our real life side and then our wrestling side. So it was like Brandy was like shopping and they'd show a move. And there was one where like the Young Bucks were like throwing one of their kids to him, and then it would switch to them doing like more bang for your buck or something like that. So for me, they were just like, you're a SoCal guy. You hang out at the beach. Let's have you surfing.
Yeah.
And they were like, do you surf? I was like, I've never surfed before. Like, I don't surf. Yeah.
What is this?
And so,
what is this? You gestured at yourself. What is that?
if
You've
you
never
know,
surfed.
you know. And so they had me like walking at one point. I'm holding a surfboard. I'm drinking a Corona. I was like, okay, I drank a Corona. Shouldn't have said that. They got a free plug. I'm not, as you see, I'm not giving it away for free this week. You got to pay for my cup. This energy drink. I'm hiding it. Anyways, so literally the first time I ever touched a surfboard in my life was in that commercial. And like they wanted me like running in, and like I'd run in with the surfboard and go in the water, and like all this water goes in my face. And it was whatever. I think it showed
They
me
wanted
like,
you to look like an asshole. And
yeah.
an idiot.
They
We're really
wanted me
trying to
look
put
like
you over,
this, like,
so we're thinking.
yeah. They're like, oh, you're this Southern California guy. You have to surf. And I was like, yeah, we don't all surf, but like we don't all like. I grew up. I did not grow up at the beach for sure. Like, but whatever. That was off topic.
No, I think that's perfectly on topic. I think they should have had you like lifting weights or something in Muscle Beach.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
cool.
way more iconic than
It's a
surfing.
lot more me too.
LA, there's no surf. There is surfing in LA, but the people that do that, they get up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And they're done by the time the rest of us are awake.
Yeah.
So it happens invisibly. It's not really part of the culture.
And usually they got to lay out in the sun for years to get to my complexion.
Yeah. Yeah.
There'll be people at the beach darker than me, man. And they started out looking like you, but they're darker than me at this point.
What do you mean? Started out looking like me.
You know what I mean?
I've been trying to tan more.
They get that beef jerky tan. Have you seen people at the beach out here? They get that beef jerky
They're hot.
tan. Yeah, man. They look. They're like, wow, you've been out here a long time.
I always want to like take the meat thermometer and see what it says.
Yeah. Hogan had a great tan in his WCW days.
By great, you mean?
I mean, it was dark. It was even. It
completely unnatural.
Yeah, it was probably spray tan,
but
for
perfect
sure.
for
But it looked good.
Yeah,
he was ripped, jacked.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
big part of it. You keep trying to get me to do spray tan for my matches.
You have to spray tan.
I need to do it, but I feel like that opens. I can't just like 1 week show up.
No,
like that.
Yeah, you can.
I have to commit to it, right?
You
What are you
can do
got
it.
to.
You got to do it.
Your character, dude.
Spray tan.
If your character showed up 1 week and you were just spray tanned out,
Yeah.
that would be.
You should walk
peeled.
to the ring spray tanning yourself.
Mm.
That could be your deal. You're just spray tanning on your way to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I won't get into the ring without a spray tan or at least some type of hot stuff.
Well, as I say, I got the hot stuff, but even that I haven't really used because it
Gotta
just
do it.
pinks me. It just makes me turn pink. I don't know. I think I
That's why
just
you got a tan.
You gotta do
gotta
it.
tan
the
and then
lighting.
hot stuff.
Also, at our little arena, the lighting. I don't think that there's any way I could. The lighting just completely obliterates any tan that I've put into myself.
Well, that's
anyway,
why you
so-
wear it.
I know
The
but
bright lights, they wash you out. That's what people don't understand. Like
You look worse.
The lights,
Yeah.
you just don't. Any type of vascularity you have gets destroyed by the lights that we wrestle under.
Yeah.
And we feel good. We're like, oh, I'm looking real like jacked this week. And then you go out there and you watch your match after, and you're just like, oh, I look like a tub of lard.
That is, yeah.
That's why you got to spray tan.
God,
That's
just
why you
seems
got
like
to.
such
Even
a
I
thing.
spray tan.
Such a thing.
I'm not spray tan before this trip, but
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Well,
the
but you're
best
going
is
to
if you get the
Scotland.
person to do the custom where they actually spray you.
that like they paint on the muscles like 300.
No, actually, that's a great idea. It's actually a really good idea. But no, if you get the person that actually sprays you instead of using the can.
Oh, I see. I think that speaking of WrestleMania 9, I'm just gonna do the Giant Gonzalez.
Go right back.
I'm just gonna wear the whole body suit.
I like
has
it.
The muscles on it, the hair over the privates.
I knew a guy once that like shaved his stomach hair to where it looked like he had abs. And it worked.
It worked?
It worked. I was like, holy cow. Like
Yeah.
it really looks like you have abs. Yeah.
He knew though. He went to sleep knowing.
Yeah.
Eric, how do you feel about that?
I think that's probably the closest I'm ever going to get to abs if I do that. But also, I don't have any body hair, so I'm sort of like out of it. Like I just get my wife to draw it on with like a Sharpie and see if I can get it that way.
We have jumped around quite a bit on this episode. So do we want to maybe bring this together at the end here and play a game? Is there something else you want to talk about, or what do we?
Yeah, Eric, what do you got for us?
Well, boys, everyone keeps making fun of my singing voice, so I'm going to put it on. I'm going to rest my vocals.
Oh, thank God.
So we got to change it up and play a different game. It's called the Headlines game. This is something we did previously. I'm going to give you 3 headlines. 2 of them are real.
Okay.
1 of them is fake, created by me.
All right. Okay. The hairless wonder.
All right. Are we still doing buzzer, or do we go back and forth? What do we do with this?
I feel like we're just gonna lock this one in. I feel like
that's right,
because
we're gonna both
options,
get the guess, right?
and then we'll
right.
just kind of lock in our
You're
answer.
right. You're right. I'm just gonna copy you. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Let's do it.
There's no way I'll lose.
Unless you lose.
All right, boys. Here's the headlines. I got 3 of them right here. You let me know. I'm gonna get through all of them, and then you let me know which one is the fake one. First headline. FAA replacing Windows 95 in air traffic control systems. That's number 1. Number 2. Silicon Valley CEO claims 8-hour workday is outdated, suggests employees try working only when inspired. That's 2.
Okay. All right.
3. Swiss government forbids use of donkeys to protect against wolf attacks. That is 3.
These are recent headlines. These are like you pulled these from recent headlines. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I mean, the one that sounds the most unrealistic to me is the Silicon Valley CEO.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Those guys are sociopaths.
I actually think there's going to be some hipster CEO out there that thinks people should work when they're inspired. So I think I'm going to go with that one being real.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the kind of thing that a ex-CEO would say. Like they built up the company, they cashed out for $25 billion, and now they're suddenly having epiphanies about how much the workforce should be affected by it.
Interesting.
That's
I
what
might be
think,
hoping the first one is fake because
No.
are they using Windows
that
95?
sounds the most real. Honestly, that sounds, unless it's one of those things where Eric changed a detail and it's like 98 instead of 95. But I could see a world where they said, no, we don't want to touch this. To shut it down and reset everything is going to cause chaos. So we're just going to let it roll.
Scary.
Scary. I mean, it's not like the new Windows or anymore.
And then what was the third one?
Swiss government forbids
That's
use
right.
of donkeys to protect against wolf attacks.
Okay.
I feel like that's for sure real.
Yeah, that sounds
Right?
real. That one sounds real.
That feels fine.
So 1 or 2?
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm going to lock in on 1.
I'm going to lock in on 2.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Well, boys, I can let you know that the Swiss government forbids use of donkeys to protect against wolf attacks is a real headline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other real headline, FAA replacing Windows 95 in air traffic control.
Man.
Telling you, man, these CEOs will never in their life.
You are right.
They also, they're not beholden to the employees. They would never say something like that. They're beholden to the shareholders.
This is true.
So, yeah, absolutely. Not in a million years.
I put too much faith in billionaires.
That happens to the best of us, you know? It really happens to the best of us.
Once again.
How many times will the wool be pulled over my eyes?
They got me again.
So that's 1 for James. Let's get to the next set.
Okay, great.
Runaway zebra named Ed caught after a week on the run in Tennessee. 2. TSA urges people to stop trying to use a Costco card as sufficient real ID.
Oh my God.
And number 3, Norwegian government implements new nap time policy for civil servants. What do you boys think? What of those sounds the most plausible? I guess like start there and then weed it down.
Yeah. Norway having nap time policies seems reasonable.
I believe that.
It seems reasonable. I don't know if they a full socialist democracy over there?
I
or is it close?
Largely
close to it maybe. So I feel like maybe they're thinking we just make sure. But it was a mandatory nap time policy?
No, it is just a new nap time policy for civil servants. So it would be for government employees.
Yeah.
I believe that one.
I could see that being the case.
Okay.
And then
Costco, people using their Costco as a real ID.
I'm leaning towards that one.
Being fake?
Yeah.
I think people for sure would go, oh, where's my wallet? I don't have my wallet, but I have this. Look, it's my name and photo.
And my photo. And that's where I draw my pause, because I do feel like people would. But then what was the first one?
Runaway zebra named Ed caught after a week on the run in Tennessee.
And
see, that sounds...
They're naturally camouflaged. It makes sense that he'd be able to hide.
If Eric just came up with that one,
it's great. It's great. I mean, kudos to Eric regardless, because I think
diabolical.
Yeah, I think he's done a really good job here with these headlines.
And I think I'm going to go with TSA.
You're going TSA fake?
I don't feel great about it, but I think I'm going to go with TSA.
That just seems so plausible.
It does.
People seem so stupid.
They all seem plausible to me, though.
They all seem plausible.
The zebra one sounds too crazy to be fake.
It does sound too crazy to be. I'm going to pick it regardless. I'm going to pick zebra, but yeah, I'm going to pick. I'm going to lock in zebra as fake.
I can let you know that runaway zebra named Ed caught after a week on the run in Tennessee is a true story. Zebras, just horses that gave it a little bit more effort, and good for him. I will tell you that Norwegian government implements new nap time policy for civil servants is the fake story.
Wow.
People are using their Costco cards as real ID.
Yes,
Man.
that makes sense.
And that was the third one was the one we didn't question.
I know.
You guys heard Norwegian government and nap time, and you went, that sounds like them.
Sounds totally like them.
Anything seems possible in Europe.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Europe, is anything seems possible. Dreams come true.
So we're still at a 1-0.
It's a 1-0.
Okay.
I got a couple more here, though.
Okay, cool.
Let me hit you with this one, and maybe James walks away with a big win here.
Okay, great.
3 news stories. DoorDasher drives onto tarmac in Chicago's O'Hare Airport.
Okay.
That's number 1. Number 2.
Lots of flight.
Mom attacks principal and superintendent after being called to school to discuss daughter's fighting.
Okay, I like that.
And number 3, experts warn that digital detox may actually just be code for avoiding work emails.
Read that third one more time.
Experts warned that digital detox may actually just be code for avoiding work emails.
So we should stay in the system, is what the experts are saying. We got to go full lawnmower man. The second one, the fighting sounds legit.
Sounds
the
so
DoorDash
real.
sounds legit.
Okay.
I think for me, the third one, the experts
Digital
warning about digital detox thing. Because I think when people say digital detox, they generally mean like off of social media, you're not checking everything.
I think I don't want to pick the same one as you, but I feel good about that one. It's kind of the DoorDasher one is the other one that I'm questioning. But again, like the zebra, it sounds so out there that it's like
It has to be.
it kind of almost has to be. So I'm gonna agree with you. Number 3.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I can tell you that DoorDasher drives onto tarmac at Chicago's O'Hare Airport is a true story. Mom attacks principal and superintendent after being called to discuss daughter's fighting is also a true story.
There we go.
Both get a point
Nice.
here. Congratulations.
All right,
Nice.
2-1.
Yeah, that was me feeling like digital detox is just people who don't want to email me back.
So you were the expert.
In that case, I was the
Eric
expert.
warns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting and waiting. Okay, Last set here, boys. Let's see how we wrap this thing up. I got 3 more headlines. Hotmail employee survey reveals most people would rather quit their job than learn how to use the company's new email system.
Hold on.
Hotmail.
Hold on. You is it MAIL or MALE?
MAIL.
Okay, all right.
Hotmail, the email service.
Okay,
Is
all
there a
right.
website
Hotmail.
called
survey, yes.
Hotmail?
No, but I thought maybe it's just referring to hot men.
Those are the DVDs in Japan that Scorpio Sky was watching. Don't worry about that.
Shout out MPW Tag Team Hotmail.com, which are
Is that a
two hot dudes.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great team name.
Yeah.
10 years ago. Microsoft-backed AI startup chatbots revealed to just be 700 human employees.
Okay.
And finally, China's unemployed Gen Z are proudly calling themselves rat people.
That seems so Eric.
What do you mean?
He needs to know that there's others out there like him. All right, can I hear the first one again one more time?
The first one, Hotmail employee survey reveals most people would rather quit their job than learn how to use the company's new email system.
Okay.
The second one, Microsoft-backed AI startup chatbots revealed to just be 700 human employees. And China's unemployed Gen Z are proudly calling themselves rat people.
I believe two is real.
Okay.
I think, I don't know if I should be sharing because if you want to tie this up, but I think that 3 is probably real too. But it's it was probably something that people sent to Eric because they saw it in the news and they sent it to him because they were like, he'll love this.
I am going to. I want. So you're saying number one.
I'm saying number 1 is fake.
Okay. Going into this, I decided I'm not going to choose whatever you choose because this is either going to be a win or tie, and I want to live dangerously. I feel like the Hotmail one is true.
Okay.
Because it's like, hey man, this is Hotmail. I'm not learning all that. I'm out.
But tech,
I ain't working.
tech jobs.
You're right.
They're not a dime a dozen anymore.
But I'm gonna say that one's true.
Okay.
So that gives me the second or third. I feel like I've heard something about rat people.
Maybe.
I feel like I've heard something about rat people.
Maybe you have.
And so that's why I think I might go to chat box. Actually, 700 people.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
I can let you know that China's unemployed Gen Z are proudly calling themselves rat people is true.
Yeah, of course it is. And they sent it to you. Did people send that to you and that's how you got it? People saw it and thought of you?
Who can say one way or the other?
Yeah,
how
that's
many
what
fucking
happened.
Rat memes I get sent.
That's
every
for sure.
goddamn day.
Okay, here we go. Moment of truth.
Hotmail employee survey reveals most people would rather quit their job than learn how to use the company's new email system. Is a fake story.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yes. You got to hold on to those jobs. Could you imagine if you worked at hotmail.com right now, how easy that job must be? You don't have to do anything.
You're right.
I'm not quitting that.
I should have
They have
thought
to
about that.
throw me out.
Yep. Well, there you have it, boys. James walks away with it. Big win there for James.
Big win.
Nice.
Big win.
Yep. James, how you feeling about that win?
I'm feeling pretty good. I more appreciate the fact that I knew exactly how Eric found out about the rat stories. I don't even care about getting things right. I just like knowing what's happening in his life when we're not.
Yeah.
talking.
Real
I mean,
quick,
that's the way it goes.
Before we get out of here, what are you wearing on your feet?
Oh,
these are not new, but these are Street Fighter.
I was going to say, does that
themed.
say Street Fighter?
Yeah. These are Ryu themed shoes that I got for a brand deal that I did a couple years ago.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Did you see the video? I was playing like Tekken or something.
No.
It was like
totally
the
forgot to
AEW
bring
play
this up.
games.
No.
Yeah.
you were on the AEW Games channel.
Yeah.
Like Mansoor and Mace and like Mark Sterling was there.
Yeah.
Everyone was playing Tekken. You played some Tekken.
I played some Tekken.
Who'd you pick? King?
I don't remember who the person I chose
Okay.
first because Mark Sterling chose a person by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just chose who he wanted and then we switched controllers.
Okay.
And then when I played against Johnny TV, what's his name? Jack 5 or something?
Oh, Jack. Yeah.
Oh, I liked
the robot.
him. Yeah, I liked
Big
him.
robot.
I found my groove with him.
Yeah.
He
He's
was
great.
good. It was good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
was,
I didn't even know it was
okay.
being recorded at first. I was there watching for like 5 or 10 minutes before I knew they were actually recording.
That's awesome. That's great.
So yeah, that was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, Tekken's a lot of fun. I love Tekken.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there you
Okay.
go.
All right.
Well, we got through it.
We got it.
Great
We got
app.
there somehow. I don't know how long we've been talking. I don't know what year it is, but
This
we
is
got
great.
through another episode. That's 14. 14 episodes. Thank you so much for everyone who's been joining this podcast, commenting, sharing the funny posts. We have some really good clips that have been going around that people have been really enjoying. If you want more of this podcast, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram, Creating Character Pod. Yeah, I don't. What you're gonna be in Scotland, so keep an eye out for.
Like I said, I'm in my
Sky?
comfies. Make
Yeah.
sure you watch Collision this week. I believe it's going to air after we have this come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure
Right.
you watch Collision this week. I'm assuming that the Don Callis family is going to step up and
I'm telling you, you just need to call out anyone. Be like, I challenge you, Hangman. Like,
yeah.
just do anyone.
John Cena.
I would say Cody.
Hey, how about
call out you, Cody.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, do it.
Show up to Collision next time in Philadelphia.
Yeah, if they have to book it, then they have to book it. Make it happen.
Maybe
Paul Walter
maybe he'll show
Hauser.
up. Yeah,
He's wrestling.
he is wrestling.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right, y'all.
thank you so much for watching, listening. As always, if you want to find more of me, you can just search for me, James Willems. I'll probably be the first thing that comes up. If you want to find Sky,
Just search me, or if you put in, what was my nickname? I forgot already.
overly humble.
Overly humble. If you just
Yeah,
type in overly humble, I'm
He'll
gonna come
come
up.
up
I'm gonna
first
change. By the time this comes out, I'm changing all my social media over to @overly humble.
Nice.
So yeah.
Eric.
Yeah, you can find me at Eric Bador on everything. Check it out on Twitch and Instagram and everywhere else that I post.
Yeah.
So have
What?
fun.
Oh wow. What? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.